cup of coffee, you don't have any money for it.
So basically, just to make sure I understand correctly, because English is not my first language. So
Oh, wow. It's really good.
yeah, thank you. So basically, I'm gonna enter a coffee shop. I want a coffee. I don't have any money, so I have
Yeah,
to negotiate my way through this.
that's right.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, that cup of coffee is being held hostage by this
Yeah.
person behind the counter. And
All right.
you got to do what you need to do. Use tools, be yourself, like yeah, we seen some fun stuff happen.
Let's try it
And
out then.
and you have 10 minutes. But we won't cut you short if you need more time.
I think
And and
that
and,
10
and you
minutes will
can
be a lot.
always and we do have a safe word. Just do a timeout if you feel overwhelmed and emotion. Yeah, this can be emotionally overwhelming. If that
Yeah.
happens, just time out and we'll start feedback. And yeah, that's it. Or somebody can give you a tip and you can get back in the action. Ideally, in these 10 minutes, your counterpart is not going to break character.
Okay.
But there might be customers in there, so you have to be aware, right? You got to prepare a little bit.
Sounds
Alrighty.
interesting. Yeah.
It is. And at the end of this, you can use it to get a real cup of coffee in life. So it does work.
Yeah.
We've seen it happen here.
I'm gonna try that out.
Yeah, no, it does. All right.
All right. So when do we start?
Whenever you start, yeah, just walk up to the counter. He's
Oh, all
ready
right.
for
All
you.
right. All right. All right. Good, good. Um, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hi, what's up?
Good, good. How can I help?
I was thinking of getting a cup of coffee, It's early in the morning and I'm not awake.
Hmm.
It was a very busy night.
Good, good, good. Sounds good. Would you got care for a espresso shot, or we got the Colombian
Uh,
drip?
by the way, Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year.
Yeah, how was your night? How was the eve?
Very, very quiet. I had to fly the next day, so I was in bed asleep by the time midnight rolled around.
You got a flight
Mm.
on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, New Year's Day I was actually taking flight training, so it was good.
Wow, sounds like you're a busy man.
Well, I try. I'm making progress, that's for sure.
Ah, that's great. What do you do? Do you do
Mm.
other jobs other than the owning
No,
this
yeah,
coffee house?
actually,
Oh man,
yeah.
what the is there like is it like a goddamn interview or something? The CNN over here. Is there another line open? Seriously, like
Dan,
I got to get somewhere,
Hey
man.
man,
it's okay, man.
I'm not
It's
trying to
okay,
be a
Dan.
jerk here, man. I'm not
no
trying to be.
worries, no worries,
I just
man.
got to.
You can
Yeah, good
order. You
morning.
can order. You go ahead
All
and
right,
order. Go ahead and order. No
man.
worries, man.
Thank you so much.
Dan, do you
Just a
want the
large coffee.
usual?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
the usual? All right, here
Here's
you
my
go,
Apple
Dan.
Pay. Blink.
All right,
Thank you
there
so
you go.
much.
All
Sorry,
right,
guys.
have
Bye
a good
bye.
day.
No
No
worries,
worries.
no worries, man. Yeah, sorry, Douglas. Yeah,
Yeah,
am I reading the tag name right?
yeah, you got it.
Yeah, Doug. So yeah, you were saying you had a very busy night, huh?
Yeah, yeah, busy day. Almost getting my commercial ticket, my commercial flight ticket, and so I'm very close to actually going to be changing jobs as soon as I finish that. So,
Oh, changing jobs.
mm.
Yeah, that's interesting. And what kind of job are you searching? Are you looking for?
Well, hopefully get paid to fly cargo. Hopefully,
That sounds interesting.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, too many
that's the
working
goal.
hours, like I bet.
Yeah, yeah. It's not bad. This has been a great place to keep the cash flow rolling in for sure. But
Yeah, I bet you will have long working hours, long night shifts.
Not bad. Typically about 35 hours a week here. They're actually very flexible if I have to change something up at the end. And last minute things have come up occasionally, and they've actually been super great about that.
Yeah, looks like you have a very nice boss.
Yeah, they're great here.
Yeah. So in midnights, what kind of coffee do you have just to stay awake?
Oh yeah, the I personally like the light roast that we have. It's pretty good, and you get like two or three espresso shots, and you'll be like,
Wow. I'll
you
be seeing
you're not
sounds.
you're gonna be alert for at least about 5 hours after that. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds nice.
yeah. No,
Because
anyway, I'm sorry, Marshall. What can I get for you?
yeah,
Anything
yeah, Douglas.
grabbing your attention?
Yeah. You know, Douglas, I really need this cup of coffee because
Mm,
I'm having a very long night, a very long day ahead.
mm.
But
Okay.
unfortunately, I have forgot my wallet at home, and it's a
Oh
long way
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Uh, so uh, I don't know.
Yeah. Tell you what, we can get you hooked up here. We do have a favor to ask. Um, let me get this one out here. This is a new blend that we have, and we'd like to get your feedback on it. If you can give me some just feedback on this one, I have no problem hooking it up
Oh,
with
that's
this
very
here.
nice of you. Yeah,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
absolutely will. Even if
Yeah.
I, you'll get a 5 stars, even if I didn't like it.
Well, I appreciate that. You can be
Yeah,
honest with me and say, it's
yeah,
not my
absolutely.
favorite, but for sure I'll hook you up with this coffee here. Do you want an espresso shot in it?
The one you mentioned, the three
Yeah,
shots.
the double shot is pretty good.
Yeah, if this works, that will be great.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll hook it up. It'll you'll power through the day. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
All right.
yeah, and do you usually serve it with food, sandwiches, muffins, or something?
Yeah. We actually, if you would check out this breakfast burrito that we're trying out. Yeah, let me know what you think. Yeah, and
Yeah,
if you could hook us up with a review on Google, that would be amazing.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely, man, absolutely, Douglas. Thanks.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And I'm sorry I
No
didn't catch your
worries.
name.
Sorry?
I didn't catch your name. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's Marshall.
Oh, Marshall, nice to see you.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming
nice.
in. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Douglas. You know, this is really nice of you what you're doing because I really need that cup of coffee, and
Yeah.
uh, giving you a review would just be great for a cup of coffee.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Douglas.
Hmm.
All right. Geez, 4 minutes to spare. Marshall, you're a natural beast.
Yeah, Douglas
You
is a great
know,
guy.
wow. Well, all right, just
There's two reasons why he
well,
won to me. And I
I
think
know.
we can
I
want to get there.
Oh, Doug, yeah, believe me, I think we all have yeah, before all that, Marshall, I to be fair, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your use of tools, negotiation,
um,
FBI tools?
so from the tools I know,
Yeah.
um, I think I used. It seems like twice or three times, maybe. That's
I
it.
think
Maybe.
seems right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I should have used this more. I think I mirrored Douglas once.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yep. Yep. You did for sure.
I tried to. I tried to. I use the silence. What is it called?
Dynamic silence.
Dynamics
Yep.
once.
Mm.
Um, I think that's it. That's what I
What would you
recall.
give yourself on the your what would you rate yourself 1 to 10 on
Ah,
deploying those tools?
on what? Sorry,
On deploying those tools on the execution, what would you
on the
score it?
execution,
Yeah.
maybe 3 to 4 out of 10.
Okay. And then what would you score your overall performance, your ability to get things? to get what you want? What would you
Taking in mind that Douglas took it easy on me, I don't know, maybe five.
Well, we seen it go the other way. Uh,
Hmm.
and if you had a magic wand, Marshall, what would you have modified about yourself or anything?
Oh, all right, all right. Good question. Um,
Not mine, that's Eugene's. Yeah.
I would have let Douglas talk more. I have interrupted Douglas many times. I should have not done that. Um, I would have. Uh, I don't know. I was thinking of a way to ask for a muffin. I did not do this correctly.
No, I thought that
So
was genius. Yeah, no, that was good. What's
yeah,
this? Yeah.
I don't. I sense that Douglas just offered it. You know, I
Right.
didn't really actually ask for it.
And and then
Maybe it was the comments. Yeah.
and then just for a curiosity, did you feel any butterflies
Oh,
at
a lot,
all?
a lot. I was
Oh,
very
okay.
nervous.
Good. All right. So Douglas, while you're still fresh, you gave him the farm and the cow.
Yeah, he actually, Marshall. I will say you crushed the exercise essentially to me for two reasons. Number one, let me compliment you. Your use of the tools, especially labeling. The labels were great. I thought. And you nailed. You were excellent in deploying the tools. Again, my biggest kind of it's kind of like my hot button. The guys know me. They know I care about this very much. The biggest overall tool that they don't. Well, I think they talk about it in the Wax One, but really the biggest tool that you that's not listed in the N9 is the use of rapport. And I thought your rapport technique and your rapport was killer, and I thought you did an excellent job with the use of rapport. Another thing that they don't necessarily well, actually, I've heard Chris say this. If you're going to lie to me, then you better. If I lie to someone, I better be willing to kill them. Essentially, and what I really appreciated, and I value this very much in what I'm doing. You were direct. You said you didn't bullshit me like, oh man, oh damn. You're like, bro, look, I have a problem, and you were very direct about your situation. I rewarded you for those two things. Those are the two main reasons why I just like this dude, crush it, give him, hook this guy up because I liked it very much. You were direct about your situation, and it was honest, and there was a degree of honesty in your approach that I liked very much. So those are the main reasons why I thought you did extraordinarily well. That's one of the better performances I've seen in the mock, and man, just you have a high floor, and where you go from here with the tools with a lot of practice, you're going to be a beast. I really really appreciated it.
Yeah, thank you. Can you give a bit more details on rapport? On rapport?
Yeah, sure. Really, rapport is your degree of connection with someone. And to me, it's the ultimate goal. Actually, I think of the behavior change. We talk a lot about the behavioral change stairway. If you have rapport with someone, your chances of getting them to change their position are factors of tens or even 100 more. If you don't have rapport with someone or negative rapport, your chances of getting a good outcome are just the differences in your outcomes are ridiculously disparate. So, rapport to me is one of the most important things you can establish before you know worrying too much about tools. Now, tools to their credit, when you really think about it, are designed to build rapport. And I think that's kind of one of my theories that I believe strongly also is the tools are designed to help you improve rapport when you think about it, you're in a hostage situation. You're trying to build rapport with someone so they don't shoot everyone and kill everyone.
Yeah. All right. Good.
Because if
Thank
you don't
you.
have rapport with someone, your chances of influence are different. I just that's my core belief.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Uh, who do we got on feedback? Shodan, you wanna? Let me go next.
Yeah, I was really impressed. I mean, this is your first mock, and right off the bat, you complimented Douglas like Happy New Year, and then you got really curious about his New Year's Eve's flight, right? You asked him more about that, and I think that helped you build rapport with Douglas, being more curious about his situation and what he did for New Year's. And later on, you ask for his recommendation. So you use a lot of advanced stuff like complimenting, being curious, asking for recommendation. And most beginners, they don't do all these things. So this was really impressive. And I noticed you used some of the N9 tools. You used a few labels, calibrated questions. You mirrored a few times. And you use a little bit of paraphrasing too. So that was good. And no, moving forward, if you could add some dynamic silence and some minimal encourages, I mean, you'll be in a great shape to, negotiate with anyone. So yeah, great job overall.
Thank you. What was the last one? Minimal. Sorry, I
Minimal
didn't get that.
encourages. So basically encouraging another person to talk like,
Mm.
yes,
Oh,
Let's see. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
all right.
yeah,
Are they good? Are these good? Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah,
I thought they like some kind of interrupting the other person.
Sometimes you have to though. You could just say that's a pattern interrupt.
Yeah, all right. Nice.
Yeah.
And calibrated questions, which are
What and how?
what and how. Okay.
Yeah.
I have
Minimal
used those.
features. You did.
you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
all right.
that's easy it's going to be easy for you to work on calibrated questions because you already use it naturally.
Yeah,
You
All
already
right.
have a curious mindset.
exactly.
Oh,
And later on, you could convert some of these calibrated questions into thought shaping questions, which
into
is just another
thought-shaping questions.
Yeah, which is another advanced form of calibrated questions. Yeah, I
Wow.
would highly recommend you to read the book Never Split the Difference if you haven't read. Chris
Not
was
yet,
talks, yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah. Chris was
I always,
talks about all these tools.
the cheat
Mhm.
sheet.
Yeah, or the cheat sheet.
Or the cheat
Somebody
sheet.
can
All right.
somebody can hook it up in chat. Yeah, I mean, how can I forget? Yeah, I can't believe I forgot to mention that, Marshall. The cheat sheet.
Which
If
contains
someone doesn't, yeah,
all these
if someone
tools, huh?
doesn't put it in chat, just Google "never split the difference" cheat sheet
Yeah, I can do that.
slide share,
That's
hand copy it. I do that 2 times a year.
yeah. Very interesting.
Good feedback, Sheldon.
Oh,
All right.
What do you got? Freddie Florin? And welcome, Adeline. Uh,
Hey, hi
Hey,
everyone.
Adeline. Good
Happy New
morning.
Year.
Happy New Year.
Good day to
Happy
you
New
all.
Year. Freddie, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. It is funny when someone asks you what's report, and he's good at report.
That's like, yeah, that's the first time it's been backwards.
Yeah. So you clearly wasn't aware of A9, but you did execute. I was impressed with first, okay. Last week we were talking about how like William was moving and maybe a little too much on the camera. And I think that kind of helped the communication. Your face was very expressive, very friendly. Your tone was friendly. You use nice words, and you naturally use the tools that we were discussing. And I'm sure you don't even know what we're talking about. Like you use a lot of minimum encouragement, and it was almost like the mirroring of NLP. You use a lot of
Mm.
yeah, and Douglas used a lot of yeah, for
a
sure,
lot, a
for
lot of.
sure.
Sorry.
A lot of the yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
And that was like back and forth. I felt it was too much, but it
Mm.
worked. You see, yes, sounds nice. Yeah, for sure. That's sure. For all right. That was a lot of
And Freddie, my theory on why it worked is there was genuine curiosity. So his state was very genuine. So if it wasn't genuine, I think it may have been a negative thing. But I think that the reason why it didn't matter is because the curiosity was so good.
And
Yeah,
that's what
as you
the
said, like the
tone,
head movement, the body
yeah,
language, it was all congruent.
correct.
Yeah.
So in terms of execution, you did pretty good, and I felt like you were natural, to be honest. Once you are aware of those abilities, those tools, I'm sure you can just go better. So just get more familiar with the tools, read the book, and I felt you used two concepts really well, which is the curiosity mindset. You was very curious, and you used kind of like Colombo effect. Your demeanor was, oh, I
Colombo,
don't
sorry.
want, but I need help. But you act in a way that it's nice for me to help you.
Man,
And you,
he even did that when with the review, when he said,
yeah, yeah.
just leave a review. Yeah.
And on top of that, you did, I don't know if you did on purpose, but a lot of validation. Three validations, at least you did. One of them was, I think, I forgot, but it was almost
Something like you work hard somehow, or you're a hard worker, or something along those lines. And
Working night shifts.
hmm,
I do recall the last one, when he said, something like, "Oh, that's a great idea. I think you use offer the review," and he said, "Yeah, that's a
forever.
good idea." And he once he complete the service, you say, "Oh, I appreciate what you're doing to me because that's what I because I really need this one. That was a really nice. What you did, it was really good because I really need this coffee." Something like that.
Hmm.
That was a really nice of because, and that's another tool that you use to complement your requests.
Sorry, Freddie. Can you repeat this? I really didn't get this validation thing.
Yeah, so when you ask something, you can use the because. That's a tool
Because
to make your statement more credible. And you validate him. You say you're a good person because
okay,
you help
okay,
me
okay, 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 okay,
because I
okay,
really
okay,
need this
okay.
coffee.
Yeah, absolutely.
That
Okay,
was
okay, I
really
get it.
smart.
Oh, all right.
I
Ah,
wish
cool.
I can criticize more because I like criticism, but you did pretty well.
Oh, thank you.
We don't call him Freddy Krueger for no reason.
All right. Uh, I think I'm the next one, right? Hello
Think
again,
so, for one.
everyone,
Yeah.
and Happy New Year for
Happy New
2024.
Year.
Hope you're gonna have a killer year this week, this year. Uh, right. Going to this, Marshall, when you said you watch YouTube videos, you mean YouTube videos with Chris Voss or this kind of YouTube videos with us here practicing?
No, no, YouTube videos for Chris Foss. One of them was around 15 minutes about the labels, and the other one was a podcast or something like this.
All right. Okay.
Mm.
Uh, okay. Uh, well, going with that, I had the feeling you watched our videos before and you came up somehow prepared what to say, what to expect, what to do, and so on. But if you never had this before, if you never saw any of the practicing videos before, well, I have to say I'm impressed because we kind of go to this kind of level one by one. Someone adds something, somebody else adds something over time. And uh, this thing with what do you like? What flavor do you like when it's about the free coffee? It's something I had the feeling we developed in time and you came up with this straight away. I would say you had a good blend of empathy and tools in the same time uh, as a main idea. Also, what blew me away was Douglas' feedback when he was impressed by how direct you were, and you didn't go around the bush, you know. You
Honesty.
were like, yeah, I mean, yeah, honestly, honesty, yeah.
Mm.
And you say, look, I'm in trouble here. I need help. So I would say that's a big point for you because that show, how you say, vulnerability, and
Well,
that's that uh, that's a sign that you have principles and you are aware of your good points, straight straight point, or how is called that, straights and weaknesses,
mm.
right? So that's a good thing overall. At the same time, I had the feeling you were waiting to be whipped, like a bit. You are waiting to be punished a bit by everyone else. Uh, After this, I don't know why I had this feeling. I mean, you probably expected to be thrashed or
It's more
something like that.
yeah, it's more like because I knew that Douglas just gave me what I want. That's why I had a goal to take the coffee, not to
Befriend
be
and
given the coffee, you know?
Mm.
To take not to
right,
not, yeah. So I knew that Douglas just gave it to me just to make it easy.
all
No,
right.
you earned it.
No.
No, no, and you earned it and again, this is one of my core philosophies. There are more currencies than money, and so when you take the mindset that there are more currencies than money, validation, curiosity. When someone gets to talk about their own world, it's like a dopamine hit, and they go to another level inside. So the feel good inside me when I'm talking about flying, for example, it takes me to a different place, and so my neurology is in a very good place when you come to asking a favor. I'm like up here dopamine wise. And again, for me, the huge point was, hey, dude, look, I'm kind of in a jam here. Can you help me? The vulnerability and directness. It wasn't like if somebody's like, hey, I deserve this. You need to give it to me, or please sir, may I have another? It wasn't. It was a very came from a very and again, God, what do they call it? So status wise. So you increased by doing that. Your status stayed really high. You didn't reduce your own status in the meantime. And so this there was respect from your approach, and so that's why you earned it. Again, you gave me dopamine. You dealt some dopamine drug, and in return, I gave you coffee. So there was a bargain there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you did
Marshall.
what
That's
most beginners like wouldn't do, like keep the focus on the other person.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
you
And
never
Marshall,
said,
too, that question, Marshall. I'm sorry, Shoden. Marshall, do you do sales work, or you work with the public already, or I'm very curious what your background is because you have some innate skill sets that reflect sales work or something like that.
Yeah, so I am a relationship manager for many
Mm.
accounts in the banking sector, and I work in the HR department also, like a side hustle.
Mm.
And where are you from?
I'm from Jordan,
Mm.
Middle East. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Right.
I'm surprised.
Also, I don't know if you noticed, but every time when you're nervous, you are doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. This is correct. Yes. Yes.
So, I mean, might help you, but most of the time it's showing you that I'm nervous about this. I don't know what to do, how to behave exactly. I'm processing, I'm doing everything. I'm under a lot of pressure. So I'm just trying to make you aware of this and for you
Good
to
point.
use it to use it to your own advantage.
Yeah, great points.
I mean, I don't really have any feedback to add. I think everything's been said. Only thing I would look into, Marshall, is if you want to, yeah, if you really want to take it to the next, it would be learning the summary and the accusation audit. I think
So,
I mean, you'll just be overpowered. I don't even think you need it. But if you implemented those two, yeah, and more dynamic silence, even you admitted you only used one, you should have tripled. But it was good. I felt it was adequate pausing after every time you spoke. Good word economy. We learned more about your counterpart than we learned about you. I think that was the most impressive. And no, he didn't just give it to you. Um, yeah, you're like the Khabib of negotiations, man. Khabib, the
Yeah,
UFC fighter.
yeah.
Just get
good
more
Douglas.
familiar with the tool so you can recognize and make it,
Yeah,
you can customize, right, for whatever situation you have. I think